Hey, this week a new Minecraft experimental snapshot for 1.18 dropped. The experimental snapshot came with a small changelog, and that one announces that besides the 2 new cave biomes, 5 new mountain biomes also come to Minecraft Java Edition. Of course, we already expected some mountain biomes to come to Java Edition, also because Bedrock Edition received them earlier, but nonetheless this is a pretty good development towards the final release of 1.18, which is planned in the winter. In this video, you will see how I rank these 5 new biomes against each other, and especially why I ranked them in that order. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 5, Grove. On the 5th place we find the Grove. This biome is all the way down in a mountain, so you won't really have a nice view unlike the tops of the mountain. Aside from the placement, this biome is also not adding much interesting either. It consists of snow blocks and spruce trees, and for the most part that is it. It is very similar to the snowy taiga, with the difference being the snow blocks, which are dirt with snow layers in the snowy taiga. And the idea that you are about to climb a mountain if you were to go uphill, but I don't know if you could count this as an argument. One thing that bugs me a bit, as it stands right now, azalea trees generate in this biome and their leaves and wood look the same as anywhere else. If Mojang wants to be consistent with vegetation and temperature levels, those azalea trees should get their variations in leaves and logs. And if they were to do that, why not add azalea wood in the first place? Number 4. Snowy Slopes. The number 4 of this list goes to the Snowy Slopes biome. This biome is quite unique because it has a lot, and then I mean a lot, of snow. Snowy slopes are the part between the tops of the mountain and the groves. So if you want to go up top, you will most definitely encounter the snowy slopes. As the name suggests, this biome is also slope, so building here is not very easy. But sometimes, as you can see here, snowy slopes can generate in between a variety of mountain peaks, and in that case it looks like some sort of snowland, which is quite plain and pretty cool actually. Therefore this biome ends up a little higher than the grove, although if you're lucky you might find a really beautiful grove that is better than the snowy slopes, and then of course you could place this biome on number 4. Number 3, Lofty Peaks. The Lofty Peaks is one of the 2 highest biomes that you will find in your world. It consists of stone and snow, and with that it is actually still quite generic if you compare it with 1.17 and before. If you find a good place though, you might be able to make your home with some space to extend your base, and of course the best view you can imagine in Minecraft, especially if you decide to glorify the groves and terrain around. There are still 2 biomes left to go for, so let's see what they are. Number 2, Meadow. Mountains are well known for being steep and tall, but what if you want to have a more plain area to build your epic town or maybe a simple ranch for animals? Well, the meadow then comes into place. Sometimes meadows generate near plains, and then aside from the high flower density, donkeys and the different grass color, the meadows is not really that special. Occasionally in this experimental snapshot you find meadows that are actually quite steep, and in both these scenarios the meadows do not qualify to be such a good biome. When it does get cool however is when your meadow is surrounded by higher mountains, or when it's a higher plains but not surrounded by plains. The amount of space that some meadows offer is also insane. Obviously it is plain, which you might consider boring or atypical for steep mountains, but the flowers and the variation it can offer are so great that this one can be quite high on the list. For 1.18 this is probably my favorite pick as a new biome to build in, but from a mountain update perspective I do not want to place a plain biome as number 1. But now for number 1, of course, we have the Snowcapped Peaks. Whereas the meadows look dope, the Snowcapped Peaks is for sure the most wild biome here. The new source of packed ice, the bluish color that it gives to this biome, it really is what you need for a cold mountain vibe. The slippery part of this update comes to this biome as well, and combined with the new maximum build limit and hence how tall mountains can be, this place offers a beautiful view. Either lofty peaks or this biome had to make it up to the top of the game and this list. But since the lofty peaks use stone instead of pactice, the color palette changes and becomes more original than the good old lofty peaks, which can be considered a little bit boring. But now for you, how will you rank these 5 new biomes? Please let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your opinion. Personally, I am really hyped for this update. With the new world generation, there will be certainly more interesting spots to build cool bases in. If you enjoyed this opinion video, which you probably did because you hear this scream and you watch till the end, then leave a like and subscribe for more opinion videos on 1.18 and future updates. Subscribing is free and you can unsubscribe whenever you are done with me. Bye bye.